One of the biggest holdups I'm hearing buyers say right now is, what if I buy and home prices go down? With everything in the news, that concern makes some sense. No one wants to make a big financial decision at the wrong time. But here's what's important to know. You don't want to get hung up on a few places seeing slight declines right now. When you zoom out and look at the full picture, you will actually see that home prices usually rise over time. What the data really shows is, if you take a look at some studies, one in particular that kind of took into consideration pricing over the years since the 1950s, here's the key takeaway from the study, is outside of the housing crash, home prices have either held steadily or increased in just about every year for decades. That's a remarkably consistent track record, and it shows something a lot of headlines miss. While short-term shifts can happen, it's the long-term gains that really matter. Why prices tend to rise over time is because there are a few core reasons their prices go up every year. There are always people who need to move, people need a place to live, and that demand will never fully go away. It may ebb and flow, but someone will always have to move as big changes happen in life. So homes stay in demand. There still aren't enough homes for sale. While the number of homes for sale has grown, it's grown nationally as well, there's still an undersupply based on how many people want a home. That keeps upward pressure on prices. And inflation has an impact. Over time, the cost of goods, including homes, naturally increases. So that pushes home values higher. So what does that mean for you as a buyer? It's easy to get caught up in what might happen with the home prices over the next month or next year, especially if you're a first-time home buyer and you're feeling a little anxious about making such a big purchase. And it's a big financial commitment. But the big picture is clear. Prices usually rise. That doesn't mean prices will go up every single year in every single market. Real estate is local, and there can be short-term ups and downs. We're seeing that in some places right now, you can even see it in a few annual dips in other graphs and other things historically that have been transpiring. But historically, the declines have been temporary. That's why it's generally recommended to buy a home only if you plan to stay for a while, typically at least 5 years. That's normally enough time to see your house grow in value, and it's enough time so that you can ride out any short-term changes in the market. Because when you can do that, something powerful happens. Those rising home values grow your net worth, and by extension, help you build wealth. The right decision isn't about timing the market perfectly. It's about making a move that works for your life and staying in it long enough to benefit from the bigger trend. So the bottom line, home prices have a long track record of going up over time, and that's why buying a home is generally considered a safe long-term investment. That certainly doesn't mean you have to buy now. You should only move when it makes sense and you plan to live there for a while. But if you're interested, let's reassure you, if you want to talk through what home prices are doing in our area, in our market, we can talk about your goals, your timelines. Let's have a conversation. The LeGros Invest team is ready to help you navigate any situation and answer any questions you have.